How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the first episode, the first week of weekly car news. So basically every Sunday I'm going to be doing an update on what's happened in the past week and just talking about all the differences and all the things that automotive makers have done and everything that has changed and all the new updates and everything. So here we go. Let's get right into it. So first off, Tesla is doing a lot right now. They did a new thing with the Model 3, they did a new thing with the Model S, and also they released the Model Y a little while ago, and they've always been doing updates on that. So first of all, the big Tesla update came out, so that affected the Model 3. The Model 3 obviously being the cheapest car in their lineup, the most affordable, and all of that. So what they did with the Model 3 is they gave it more range, they updated the 0 to 60 performance, and they did a couple more like exterior trim pieces, and they added a new option for wheels. So the base model is getting about 70 more miles of a range. Overall, the car is getting about 40 extra miles of range from the top models, and the lower model is getting a 50 to 60 mile range difference. So it's getting improved, range is getting better. Obviously the performance variants are going to get higher ranges, but they're going to drain faster because obviously the performance 0 to 60 in both the base model and performance model have dropped 0.2 seconds. So now the fastest one goes from 0 to 60 in 3.1 opposed to 3.2 seconds, and obviously the other two are bumped. The base is bumped from like 4.2 to 4, and then the other one is bumped from 3.9 to 3.7, which would be, I believe, the dual motor, which is not the performance variant because they came up with a new one. Obviously Tesla came out with the new edition for the Model S, and they're giving it a ton of horsepower. But beyond that, this week Tesla came out and said that they're actually giving the Model S a $5,000 price cut. So always good to see that they're making electric cars a little bit cheaper and a little bit more affordable. Obviously that is one of their most expensive cars in their lineup currently. So it's good to see, Tesla coming down and trying to compete with itself in a way, and trying to just get rid of all the other competition, being like Porsche has like the $200,000 Taycan. So moving away from Tesla, I want to talk about Honda. Obviously Honda was going through the thing where they're going to merge Chevy and all that, but that's not what I'm talking about here. Honda and the Civic, they're getting rid of the manual transmission as a whole. Obviously they did this in the Accord a little while back, but now they're just ditching it with the Civic as well. And also the 4-door automatic, which is the only option in 2021, is also getting an increase in price. So it's going to be more expensive, and you're not getting a manual transmission. They're also getting rid of the 2-door coupe as a whole, so you can't get a 2-door coupe. So mainly the SI is going to be a 4-door. Obviously the Type R is already a 4-door. You can't get an SI coupe anymore, which is sad to see. Not sure what they're going to do with that. If they're going to keep the manual transmission in those, I hope they do, because that is a main reason why people buy that car, it being front-wheel drive. Most people would see no reason to buy a CVT Honda Civic Si. You can't take it to the track. CVT, you want a manual transmission, and for the people who just buy it for road use, I mean, if you're buying an Si, you usually want to drive the car, and you usually want to have a manual transmission to be paired with that car. So it's kind of sad to see that Honda's going that way. The Civic is also going to be $2,000 more than the Corolla is now. Also, Ford officially came out with the Mach 1. The Mach 1 obviously being a recreation of what they made in the past. They have Mach 1 originally in like 72 or 71, which is a beautiful car. Now they finally came out with the newest version, and they're getting rid of the Performance 2 package, and that's basically going to be what the Mach 1 is. It's cheaper than a GT350, but it's just offering the 5.0 with a little bit of a tune, and you're basically paying for the name, in my opinion. I'd love to see what they do with the car in the future, and what they plan to do and everything, and how everything is going to go. You're still given a 6-speed manual transmission option in this car, as well as the 10-speed auto, so that's always good to see that they're still sticking with that, because in the Bullet, they obviously only needed a manual transmission, not a 10-speed, but obviously this is basically the Performance 2 package now with a little bit of a body kit, wheels, and a tune. So take it how you want it. That's the Mach 1. Personally, I wish they did something a little bit cooler with the Mach 1, maybe like, I don't know, supercharger or something like that, like they did with the Super Snakes and all of that. They're giving everything power, and then they just went, we're just gonna put the name of the Performance 2 package as the Mach 1. So I love to see what they do in the car in the future. I love to see the car in real life, and love to see differences between the two and how they compare and all of that. Obviously, the Performance 2 package was a very, very good looking car, and a lot of people did buy that car. Obviously, it is cheaper than buying a GT350, and you're getting a very, very track-oriented car, a street-oriented car. You're getting a Grand Tourer, basically, because it is GT. But let's see what they do with the Mach 1 and see what happens when it comes to production. Also, Volkswagen, they made another edition of the Golf that isn't coming to the US. So, sad to see that hot hatches are slowly going away. Obviously, the Focus is gone. The Golf, they're not advertising a lot of that in America. And I feel, and unfortunately, I love to see the new Golf come to America. I love to see the new Focus come to America, the Focus ST come to America, because that is a very good looking car, obviously the two-door version. And yeah, just unfortunate we're not getting hot hatches, because I know a lot of people love them. They're great track cars and people love to drive them on a daily basis. People love to take them on the tracks. People just love them in general, and I guess they just didn't see the sales they expected, but I know I love them and a lot of other people love them. So that's going to be it for this episode of Weekly Car News. Let me know if I missed anything about the week. Obviously, there is the huge update with Bugatti. Bugatti might be being sold from Volkswagen, but I guess we'll find out in the future. I don't think anything is official yet. So make sure, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what I missed. Let me know your opinions on the things I've said in this video. Other than that, I'll catch you on Tuesday for unsure yet, but catch you in 2 days.